Oh, hey,
Hi, and welcome to Fay at 5. I'm LaTangela Fay, your hostess. And of course, it does my heart well to have those in the hot seat and on the tan line that's doing some wonderful things around the globe. You know, showing up, showing out, hometown representative, none other than the Master P. How are you?
how you doing?
I'm holding on.
Yeah.
I have no complaints, especially when I can get you on the tan line. Thank you so
Now,
much for taking time out
yeah,
of your schedule.
it's beautiful. People don't realize we shouldn't be complaining. We got to be thankful for every day. We got to be thankful for life instead of
Absolutely.
worrying about what we don't have. Appreciate every day.
Absolutely. And you know, a lot is going on, and you have taken time out of your schedule to give us the inside scoop and a little behind the scene coverage of what motivates P, you know, because you were the king of motivation for everybody else, the king
Yeah,
of getting it done. And we could be here for years just talking
yeah,
about all of your projects and all of the titles and all of the things you've done through your entrepreneurship. But when we talk about your first mission, that's family. And
yeah,
on network, they have this new series, They Call Me Dad. I saw
yeah,
this, I got excited. I say, look at P showing up and doing what he does best, and that's being a father. Tell me a little
yeah,
bit about your involvement with OWN's They Call Me Dad.
yeah. Well, the show airs tomorrow, and it's on network with Oprah Winfrey, and it's just a great show. Celebrating fathers all over the world, and being able to be on the show with my kids, and that's so important to me because that's everything I live for. Everything I get up in the morning, I put God first, and then it's all about my family. So this show is just my everyday life, and you guys will get a chance to see that.
I love it. And you know, now that the kids, they aren't babies anymore, P. These
Nah,
kids have
nah,
grown in front of the world's eyes, and now they're
yeah,
young adults, you know,
yeah,
so it's almost like you're still dad, but you homie to them, like you best friend
yeah,
to them. And it
yeah.
shows, like, with all of the access and all of the lights, cameras, and the actions, how were you able to keep them grounded and to make them just positive individuals in the midst of all this chaos?
Well, knowing that we come from New Orleans and being able to see that God to give you something and you got to make the best out of it. It's not about what you have. All this success is temporary. You can't take it with you. And I think that just keep my family humble. I teach them work ethics. It's not about, oh, I got all this stuff. No, it's like this is a blessing. When you do right, God will bless you. But the most important thing is you got to be able to be a servant to people. So everything I do, I take them with me. I let them know the importance of giving back. We just experienced Hurricane Ida, and letting them know that a lot of people without lights, without power, without water, and we have to do our part. So I'm constantly taking the family with me and showing them that everybody don't live like this. This is a blessing to have the life that you have. And even if it get taken away, you still gotta know that it's a blessing for life. So that's what I'm doing with my kids, and teaching them how to stay humble, teaching them how to work for everything you want. All you want is opportunity. Don't get caught up into what I've done 25 years ago. Now it's about you. If we're gonna build a generational wealth, then you have to do your part in. It's
You
not
know,
about
P,
money.
you could say 25 years ago, but man, you wake up and you turn it on and you start going with something new every
Yeah,
single
yeah,
day, like it doesn't end for you, you know?
yeah.
And then on the tan line, also, we have none other than the Bishop Marvin Sapp, also on the tan line and on OWN's network. They Call Me Dad. So, you know, we were just talking about it. How do you manage to keep your kids grounded? Here it is. They call you dad. They know you better than anybody else, from the concerts, from all of the book signings, from all of the tours that you all do. When the lights leave, them babies are still there. They call you dad and they love you unconditionally. And now that they're young adults, how do you keep that transparency with them to keep that friendship, but also that level of parental guidance that they need?
Well, I think for me, one of the major things that I've done is just, you know, I tried to make sure that they understood that I'm daddy first, and the friendship piece, that is something that we click on and off.
Okay.
It's not something that we do all the time, because I want to make sure that we keep those lines kind of like separate. But I mean, my kids, they've never been, caught up in what I do. As a matter of fact, my baby girl, she tells me all the time, "Oh, Dad, you don't have no regular job." It's like,
No, don't tell me she's trying to Tommy you.
oh, see, like, what do you had no job? I remember one day I was telling her, she's like, "What are you doing up so early?" I said, "I'm getting ready to go to the office." And she's like, "Go to the office? You don't have no regular job." I'm like, "I do have a regular job. I got multiple jobs, multiple things that I do in order to ensure to make sure that you can live the kind of life that you've grown accustomed to." But I just think that what many of us have done is, we've modeled the type of behavior, and they've got the opportunity to see our grind. And because they see that this is not something that just happens overnight,
Right.
but that this is really a work, they have a level of respect and understanding and appreciation for what we have done as fathers. And honestly, I think that's what kind of keeps them humble and keeps them, clear
Yeah.
about, what we have done. Is like, I've been doing this for 32 years. This didn't happen overnight,
Right. And
Y'all,
still going.
yeah, still
Still.
going. Every day is still a grind. So, they get it. And I think that's really what keeps them humble.
That's good stuff. And I really love the fact that on network, they're highlighting these fathers who never underestimate the power of their presence. You can't just show up every other holiday and say, "I'm going to be daddy." But this is like an ongoing process because these individuals are depending on you. But as entertainers, now you're using this platform in another light to show people, I guess you could say, the softer side of you all, because this is something that we don't get to see. You're taking us into your homes. We're seeing the day-to-day activities with the kids, the conversations that's going on. With that, what's the level of inspiration that you all want to tackle with the fathers that's watching it that may need that inspiration?
Yeah, for me, I just want fathers to know ain't nothing more important than your kids, and you have a lifetime commitment.
Right.
And when you have that lifetime commitment, you got to do the right thing. You have to be responsible and know that this is the most valuable thing in your life is your kids, because you're preparing the next generation. So I think that's so important to me, that other fathers get a chance to see that everything is not going to be good every day, but when you have a family, you just got to stick in there and appreciate each other and take every day, day by day, and get better. And it start with love. Like, it's not about what you have or you don't have, but if you got love in that house, you'll overcome any obstacle, any adversity.
And let me add to what he just said, because I totally agree. I totally agree with everything that Master P has just said, that it's all about, us as individuals understanding our role, really recognizing that, being a father is not a sprint, but it's absolutely a marathon. It's something that you are and that you have to be a part of at all times. But I also want to add this. I think that this is every man isn't out there just doing all types of random stuff.
Right.
There are some men out here that are serious, and a lot of us, it's not just a few, but there's a lot of us who are serious about being fathers, a lot of us who are serious about raising our children. And the truth of the matter is that sometimes we don't get the recognition that we deserve. Me personally, my 3 is happy. As long as they recognize me, I'm good. But I appreciate the fact that Oprah and the OWN Network decided to say, listen, all African American men out here ain't having multiple, children with multiple women, and just dragging women and mistreating women in the street. That there are some quality guys that are serious about raising quality children who are going to contribute to the world and make it better. So, I'm appreciative and I'm thankful to be a part of this wonderful group of men who are serious about, making our world better through our children.
Absolutely. Tomorrow on OWN Network, it goes down in a major way. They call me dad. The world called you a lot of other things. And, you know, all of greatness. Hello, somebody. But they call you dad. And I'm super excited to share this with the viewers. And thank y'all so much for taking time out of your schedule. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Cool.